Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the Dallas Cowboys, but after every touchdown that CeeDee Lamb scores, we get to steal a player from the team he scored on. And I wouldn't necessarily say that the Cowboys are a bad team. I mean, they do have a pretty solid lineup, but either way, they were 3 games below 500 last year, so hopefully CeeDee Lamb can go off so we can add more players and get this team back into playoff contention. As I said though, I mean, it looks like the Cowboys do still have a pretty solid lineup. I mean, this offense definitely isn't bad, and it's pretty much the same story with the defense. I mean, they could definitely use some upgrades, but either way, they have a good amount of superstar talent. So the Cowboys obviously aren't in a terrible situation or anything like that, but it could always be a lot better. But anyways, to start off the season, we're going to be taking on the Cleveland Browns in week 1. So hopefully CeeDee Lamb can at least get in the end zone once in this game, because I mean, I could definitely think of a few players on this Cleveland Browns team that I would love to bring over to Dallas. I mean, I feel like I really don't gotta explain myself with this one, but if we can find a way to get Myles Garrett on this team, who is already being a problem, he almost sacked us right there, but if we can pair him with Micah Parsons on the defense, I mean, whew, that defense is going to be crazy, man. But I'm going to see if we can... Oh, dude, that was an absolute brick from Dak. We had Ferguson open there. That definitely should have been a first down. But I'm going to try and go for CeeDee Lamb, and hopefully we can make up for it here. That's going to be another tight one, man. It's only a 2-yard gain. So all of a sudden, the Cleveland Browns have brought up a 3rd down. I mean, I'm going to probably try and go for Cooks here. If he can get open, that's close, man. But it looks like he does have the first down for us. So that will, thankfully, keep us on the field. I'm gonna try and hit CeeDee Lamb right here though. I don't think this route's actually gonna go for a touchdown, but if he can bring that in, we're gonna be set up, man. I mean, we're in the red zone and we only need 13 yards, so one more solid route could be enough to punch it in. I'm gonna try and hit him on a slant here. That was an absolute dot from Dak Prescott. So that's gonna be CeeDee Lamb's first touchdown of the season, which means we at least get to steal one player from Cleveland after this game. But anyways, I mean, after that, it looks like this game ended up getting pretty interesting, because now we're back out here in overtime. We're all tied up at 17 right now, and we start overtime off with the ball. So I mean, as long as we score a touchdown here, that will put the game away. But I mean, if we get held to a field goal or like throw a pick or something, we're definitely going to be in trouble. So we got to take care of the ball here. Oh, dude, that's too late. I think we almost just threw a pick. I mean, in my defense, we did have CeeDee Lamb wide open. I was just late realizing it. So instead of having a touchdown that's going to make it 3rd and 10, we're probably going to end up going for Tolbert here. Oh, dude, hold on. We got Myles Garrett on us again, man. There's gonna be a flag and it's on us and we threw a pick, so we kind of just sunk ourselves. But surprisingly enough, I mean, it looks like that interception is not gonna come back to haunt us, because our defense got another stop after that. So hopefully this time we can actually put the game away. CeeDee Lamb is there. Cleveland did make things pretty interesting after that though, because they brought up a 3rd down, and I know this is a bad decision, but I'm gonna try and go for CeeDee Lamb. I'm greedy, man. I want to get one more touchdown with the guy. Oh, that should work out too. Actually, that's gonna put the game away. So CeeDee Lamb is going to be wide open for the walk-off touchdown. So we'll take it 23-17, and that was also his 2nd touchdown of the game. So that was a pretty solid performance out of CeeDee Lamb. And since CeeDee Lamb had 2 touchdowns in that game, that means we got to steal 2 players from the Cleveland Browns. So for the offense, I went ahead and picked up David Njoku, and of course, we also picked up Myles Garrett for the defense. But anyways, after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 3 for what should be a pretty big game. I mean, as you can see, we did beat the Saints in week 2, so the Cowboys are 2-0 right now, but in week 3, we're going to be taking on the Baltimore Ravens, who are 1-1 right now. And it looks like we do start with the ball in this game, so considering we're playing Baltimore, I mean, I feel like it's pretty important that we get on a... Oh, hold on. That's a pretty big pickup to start things off. But anyways, I mean, I feel like it is pretty important to score first in this game, so hopefully we can find a way to get in the end zone. But anyways, I'm going to see if we can maybe... Oh, dude, I was hoping to get Njoku open, but he was locked up by Humphrey. I'm going to try for him one more time here, though. I mean, if he can get away, great, but if not, I'll probably just go for a shorter route and hit CeeDee Lamb, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and run this route again, though, because it did go for a touchdown in the game against Cleveland. It's probably not happening here, though, so this time I will hit Njoku, who either way is going to bring it into the red zone. Njoku is actually such a dangerous newest piece to add to this team, man. He's making this offense a whole lot better. But I'm going to try and go for a run with Dowdle, who's going to get caught pretty quickly. I mean, depending on how things go in this game against Baltimore, it may be Dowdle's last game as the starter. Who knows? But I'm going to see if we can get CeeDee Lamb in right here. We're going to get caught at the 3. I feel like we're kind of set here, though, man. I mean, one more solid play should hopefully be enough to do it. We got Roquan on CeeDee Lamb, though, so that might change things here. He is going to have the touchdown either way, though, so that's going to give Dallas a 7-0 lead over the Baltimore Ravens. But anyways, now we're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, and no surprise, we are losing right now, but we're only down by 3 points, so all we got to do is kick a field goal to send this game to overtime. But you know damn well that is not the goal here. We're going to try and end it with a touchdown, so hopefully we can get CeeDee Lamb open at some point. That actually should be... Oh my god, bro. That is a terrible drop. I actually have no words for what just happened, man. If Dowdle didn't drop that, he would have had so much open field. But I guess I'll try and go for CeeDee Lamb this time. He is gonna be open for a pretty solid play, so that does make up for the drop, but I'm gonna call a timeout. Because, I mean, we are quickly starting to run out of time right now. I mean, there's only 44 seconds left in the game, so we gotta save those 2 timeouts, please. Catch that, let's go. Things are gonna get tough down here, though, man. I mean, Baltimore does have a really good red zone defense. Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna keep this with Dak, actually. I don't think Lamb would have worked out. And I took another timeout after that, too. So now we're down to our final timeout, but we only need 5 yards. So hopefully Lamb can clutch up for us, and it looks like nobody is gonna be on him. So that will hopefully be enough to put this game away, but at the very least, that is another 2 touchdown performance out of CeeDee Lamb. And it looks like Lamar was not able to pull off the miracle comeback after that. So we'll take it 21-17, which is gonna move the Cowboys to 3-0 on the season. And things just got real for this team, because obviously Lamb had 2 touchdowns in that game, so we got to take 2 players from the Baltimore Ravens, and as you can see, we ended up picking up Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. So this offense is looking absolutely terrifying right now, but after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 6, and we somehow found a way to lose to the New York Giants, so that was our first loss of the season, but we beat the Steelers after that, so we're 4-1 on the year. And we're going to be taking on the Lions, who are apparently 2-2. I mean, we are already down 3-0 right now, but our field position's looking pretty good. So, I mean, hopefully we don't waste this. I'm going to try and hand it off to Henry again. And hopefully this guy can get away. That's not going to go for a lot. That was only like a 2-yard gain. So that will bring up a 3rd down. We got to get 7 yards here, man. So I'm really hoping that Lamb can get open. That's gonna be close, man. Hutchinson's gonna sack us, and it's gonna go for a fumble. I mean, that turned on us pretty quickly. So just like that, the Lions are already set up, and I was fully expecting them to score a touchdown, but the defense actually held them to 3, so we still have a chance to take the lead here, as long as, you know, we get in for a touchdown this time. Lamar keeps having to run, man. The O-line is not holding up, and the Lions got another stop after that too, so it's 4th and 5, but I'm gonna go for it either way. I'm hoping that Lamb can bring this in. That is gonna save the drive. And now I'm gonna try and end it off right here, man. I mean, this is kind of a risky route at this part of the field, but if it works, it is gonna work, man. But oh yeah, no, that's not happening. But we will still have Njoku, who's gonna bring it all the way to the 1. So hopefully CeeDee Lamb can get open here. I mean, I'm hoping 1 yard won't be too difficult. He got smoked though, so he is gonna drop that. I'm gonna try a similar route though and see if it can work out this time. I mean, if this one doesn't work out, I honestly might just keep it on the ground with Henry, but this time he's wide open. So we are gonna take a 1-point lead, and no surprise, that 1-point lead did not last very long. I mean, the Lions scored right after that. So we're down by 6 points right now, but as you can see, the field position is crazy right now, and CeeDee Lamb is gonna punch it in right away. So that's gonna tie it up at 13, and as long as the PAT attempt is good, that is gonna give us a 1-point lead once again. So if we can somehow hold on for 5 minutes, we'll get the win. But you already know the Lions were not going to make it that easy on us, because they did kick a field goal after that, but we have a chance to walk it off, man. I mean, we're only down by 2 points, so all we got to do is kick a field goal, and this thing is over if we run the clock down. That is if we can run the clock all the way down here, but I am still probably going to try and go for 1 more touchdown with CeeDee Lamb. I mean, I easily could have brought that in with Derrick Henry, but if we have a chance to score 3 touchdowns, I got to go for it, man. I mean, the Lions are absolutely loaded. So there's a lot of weapons that we can take from that team. And that is going to be CeeDee Lamb's third touchdown of the game. So hopefully we can hold on to that lead for the next minute. And the Lions literally brought it right down to the wire. I mean, we stopped them at the 1-yard line. So they almost actually won this game. But we will barely hold on for the dub, which up to this point, I would say is probably our biggest win of the season. And obviously, since CeeDee Lamb finished that game with 3 touchdowns, we got to take 3 players from the Lions. So it looks like this team is really starting to come together, because for the offense, we went ahead and stole Amon-Ra St. Brown and Penei Sewell, and we also picked up Brian Branch for the defense. But that's going to bring us to week 12 for one more big game before I sim to the playoffs. And we did lose our second game of the season to the 49ers, so we're 8-2 right now. But either way, I mean, an 8-2 record does give us the #1 seed for the time being, so hopefully we can hold on to that. But we're going to be taking on the Washington Commanders in week 12, who are 8-3, and it's been a close game up to this point, but we have a chance to pretty much put Washington away if we can score a touchdown right here, because we're up by 4 points. But oh dude, we have it. I mean, I could easily bring that in with Henry, but I'm gonna be greedy and try and get one last touchdown with CeeDee Lamb before we head to the playoffs. I really hope this doesn't come back to haunt us. I mean, if we throw a pick or something, that would actually be terrible, but it looks like it is gonna pay off. So that gives the Cowboys a late 2-score lead over the Commanders, and it looks like that 2-score lead was enough to put this thing away. We'll take it 21-10. So that is a pretty important win for this team. So now we're 9-2 on the year, but since Lamb only had the 1 touchdown, we only got to take 1 player from the Washington Commanders, but we definitely made our 1 pickup count, because now we have Bobby Wagner on the defense. So I mean, as you can see, to end things off, this is definitely looking like probably the best defense in the NFL right now. And on the offensive side of things, I mean, there's really no debate. This is probably the best offense that we have seen maybe ever. I mean, this team is loaded. But now that our work here is done, it's time to sim to the playoffs and see what this team can do to end off the year. And it looks like this team was absolutely unstoppable to end off the season, because the Cowboys are going to go 15-2 to win the division, and they also got the #1 seed. So to start off the postseason, we're going to be taking on the LA Rams in the divisional round. But anyways, it looks like our boy CeeDee Lamb did end up having a pretty solid season with the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, he didn't have as many yards as I would have hoped for, but honestly, that is fair considering he was sharing the field with Amon-Ra St. Brown for like half the season. I mean, 1,000 yards is good, but he did have 16 touchdowns, which is his new career high. But anyways, it looks like the Cowboys were able to knock off the Rams in the divisional round. So now they play the Green Bay Packers for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the Green Bay Packers kind of own the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. So this is honestly one of the last teams that I wanted to see. But either way, none of those Cowboys teams were as loaded as this one. So hopefully things will be different. I mean, so far we've definitely gotten off to a hot start. We're up 17-3 in the third quarter. I'm going to try to get CeeDee Lamb open here. That is not happening though. So we just got to try to get the ball off to Njoku, who will bring it in either way. So that's going to bring it to the 31, and that's going to keep the drive alive for us. But I'm going to see if we can get Henry going. That might go for a touchdown. Hold on, we're going to get dragged down, but he's got it all the way to the 15. So a few more solid plays and we should hopefully be in. It looks like St. Brown's going to be open, and he's going to have the touchdown. So that is going to extend our lead to 24-3. So things are not looking good for the Green Bay Packers right now. I mean, after that, Green Bay did make things a whole lot closer, but either way, it looks like the Cowboys are going to hold on for the dub. So that's going to send them to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like Josh Allen is going to be taking home MVP. The Cowboys aren't going to be going out with nothing though, because it looks like Mike McCarthy is going to be winning Coach of the Year. But anyways, that is going to bring us to the Super Bowl, and it's definitely going to be a tough one because we have to play the Kansas City Chiefs. And I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised at all. I definitely saw this one coming. But anyways, I mean, it looks like we do have a 21-10 lead right now, so hopefully the defense can get the ball back for us. I mean, I'm really hoping Mahomes doesn't score here, but even if he does, we are still going to have the lead. So hopefully we can at least find a way to hold him to a field goal, because they are already almost in field goal range. They're really starting to become a threat though. I mean, that run brings it all the way down to the 9-yard line. So we really just got to hope that we can find a way to force a pick or something. anything. I mean, they're all the way down to the 1. So I'm going to try and send a blitz. Hopefully this doesn't fail. But if he passes the ball here, I mean, Mahomes usually doesn't take a sack, so he'll probably have the touchdown. And of course, he's got Hopkins open. So that's going to cut into Dallas's lead, and they're not done yet. It looks like they're actually going to be going for the 2-point conversion here. So if they get this, we might be in trouble. I mean, that's only going to make it a 3-point game. We're going to stop them, though. So we're still up by 5 points, which means even if we can't score a touchdown here, I mean, for Kansas City to take the lead, they still got to score a touchdown. Hold on. I thought he was going to keep going for the first down there. That actually would have been pretty crazy if he did, but it is going to bring up a 2nd and 2. So I might try. Yeah, I'm not even going to risk that. I was hoping to go for a shot downfield, but this is the Super Bowl, man. I'm not doing anything stupid in this game. I'm just going to take my time and try and score a touchdown, because another touchdown, I mean, I don't want to say that's going to put the game away yet, but a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter would be pretty tough for Kansas City to come back from. It is Patrick Mahomes, though, so I mean, you really can never count that guy out of a game. But either way, it looks like Derrick Henry's almost got another first. I'm going to go for one more run right here, though. I mean, after this play, that should bring it. Never mind. I was just going to let it run down to the 4th quarter, but he's got an easy touchdown. So that will extend this to a 2-score lead for the Dallas Cowboys. And Kansas City did score again after that to make it close, but it looks like that 2-score lead was enough for us to hold on for the dub. So this team is going to be taking down Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, which is definitely a pretty big accomplishment. I mean, he got cooked by the Eagles last year, but other than that, I mean, it really doesn't happen too often. I mean, the Cowboys haven't done much since the 90s, so this is definitely a job well done, because as you can see, to end off the video, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel, and if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.